There's a new and exciting electric vehicle company with a 100 or 200% upside potential, even in the short term I just bought into. They're called Lucid Motors and are rumored to go public with the help of a special purpose acquisition company, Churchill Capital IV or IV, ticker symbol CCIV. Just 1 week ago, Churchill Capital was at a share price of $10 before Bloomberg dropped an absolute bombshell, saying that they are in talks to merge with Lucid Motors, a company that many investors have called the next Tesla. This made them end this week on an $18 share price, going up 80%. Keep in mind that even though it is still a rumor, Bloomberg is usually right on these things, but they just can't confirm it yet. But even this confirmation of the merger could, in my opinion, make Churchill Capital double in share price very quickly, so it's quite exciting. Guys, let's go over what this company actually does, Lucid Motors, why I think they could explode in share price, and also, why I just invested in them. Lucid is really one of the most prominent electric vehicle startups, and all the cars you see in the background, by the way, are from Lucid. So these guys are quite mature and have come a long way, really. Just last month, they completed the construction of their $700 million factory in Arizona, so they are preparing to really ramp up production. This manufacturing facility has an initial capacity to produce and deliver 30,000 vehicles this year before expanding production to 400,000 vehicles annually in the years ahead. Deliveries of their flagship Lucid Air sedan are set to begin this spring, with the company borrowing a page out of Tesla's book and initially selling the most expensive $169,000 trim before introducing successfully more affordable models. Lucid is also already working on an SUV called the Gravity. And quite interestingly, the CEO of Lucid Motors was actually the chief engineer of the Tesla Model S program before he left Tesla almost a decade ago. And there are many other experienced employees coming from Tesla. For example, Peter Hochholdinger, who was Tesla's former manufacturing executive. So I am getting the impression here that these guys moved over to a company like Lucid Motors because they didn't feel like Elon Musk gave them enough freedom to really be able to use their own experience to do what they do best. And it does seem like Elon Musk is keeping an eye on Lucid Motors. Back when Lucid announced that the standard price of their Lucid Air model would be $69,900, we saw a tweet by Elon himself where he announced that the Tesla Model S price would be reduced to $69,420, basically undercutting Lucid. So now we know that we can definitely take this company seriously. But until now, they have been privately owned, so electric vehicle enthusiasts such as me and you friends really haven't had the possibility to invest in them and their really cool luxury cars. But just recently we saw announcements of them wanting to hire people for investor relation roles as well as an SEC reporting manager. Combine this with Bloomberg's recent report and it is, in my opinion, safe to say that they are planning on going public, likely with the SPAC Churchill Capital IV. Another thing that points to this is that Andrew Liveris, who sits on Lucid's board of directors, is also a part of Churchill Capital's operating team. Aside from this, Churchill Capital has some very prominent board members, including Apple's longtime design chief Johnny Ive, Silicon Valley venture capitalist Sam Altman, and former Ford CEO Alan Mulally. So if we actually see this company choose to merge with Lucid Motors, that would absolutely make their stock double very quickly, at least in my view, since this company seems very competent. But anyways, as you can hear, I'm very excited about Lucid Motors and their coming vehicles. Their Air sedan will go into production in Arizona next spring and is said to be offered with over 1,000 horsepower and a range of more than 500 miles. They have many editions of the Lucid Air, with the Air Dream edition starting at $169,000 and the base model starting below $80,000. So as you can see, these guys are definitely focusing focusing more on the luxury side of things when it comes to electric vehicles, which I think is a market with many possibilities. If you have watched my earlier videos, you already know that I love being exposed to the entire electric vehicle sector and not just one stock. No matter how much I like NIO or Tesla, I can absolutely see these companies coexist for a long time to come as they take market shares from traditional automakers. Simply put, I can absolutely see Lucid Motors becoming the next big thing. And with Churchill Capital having a market cap of less than $5 billion, just imagine how much potential for upside there is here. If they decide to merge with Lucid, I could even see returns of 1000% in the coming future, many years to come. Now, to contrast this, so I'm not simply pumping up the stock, the keyword here is really if. We're still not sure whether this merger will even happen, and in the event that Churchill Capital comes out saying that they have decided not to do it, their share price would likely quickly drop back to $10 a share from the current $18 levels, and we would lose money if we're invested in them. So always be wary of this risk. However, personally, I think this is quite unlikely, and I'm willing to bet on this merger going through, which is why I bought some stock with a small portion of my portfolio. And even in the unlikely case that the merger doesn't go through and Lucid goes public some other way, I will definitely buy a very small share in that company regardless, as they look very interesting. But whatever you decide to do, remember that as soon as the merger is confirmed, we will likely see this stock jumping up massively. Maybe one idea could be to buy some shares now and some more after it is confirmed, but there is definitely an urgency factor here in this case. As always though guys, if you do decide to buy this stock, make sure to have a well-diversified portfolio owning many different stocks with many risk levels, so you always spread your risks. And even though I'm obviously bullish on this company, always do your own research, since I'm not a financial advisor and this is not financial advice. And with that, I want to conclude today's video. If you are new here, by the way, my name is Sam and welcome to this channel. Here I talk about various different growth stocks and my opinions on them. I like to focus on companies that I think will have great impact and do big things for the future, and Lucid Motors seems to be one of those companies. Anyways, if you liked this particular video, then please press that like button. It is the absolute best way you can support me, and I would appreciate it so much. Also, if you watched all the way to this point, and if you enjoyed the content of course, then why not subscribe to the channel and press the notification bell so you never miss another upload. Thank you so much for watching, I appreciate all your support as always, and I will see you in the next video.